Aren't they words that pierce your heart when in a family you're trying to manage sibling relationships? It's so challenging and difficult sometimes, isn't it? When we know we're trying to give our children equal attention and they seem to flag up unfairness and difficulties in rolling around to the right level with their siblings and not hurting each other. And we're trying to maintain a level of interaction, but also a level of peace and avoid all those inevitable fights and rough and tumbles that do occur. But of course, in our neurodiverse families, we have to be mindful of where perhaps our siblings aren't always so great at reading the cues from their siblings that they've had enough of this rough and tumble, or they don't want to play that particular game anymore. And then also understanding the social context of, well, why don't they want to play? And trying to avoid getting into that cycle of feeling rejection or thinking it's because their sibling doesn't like them. So we've got a lot going on and a lot of things that we are juggling in terms of sibling relationships. And again, one of the things that can be really helpful in that is some appropriate structure in place. And I know families that have just literally taped around a rug which marks the rough and tumble area with some caution tape. And so that rough and tumble area marks that actually, if you're up for a rough and tumble with your brothers, then that's where we play. And if we're not, then we're outside of that area. And just having those kind of over-structured approaches can be really helpful in supporting our neurodiverse siblings. I know other siblings that have done things like hiding little bits of activities around the room. So this Iggle-Piggle picture got taken apart and hid around the room, and then siblings were then encouraged to sort of find the pieces and put that together. So thinking, are there little games like that? I've even used just a 6-piece Thomas the Tank Engine puzzle and hid that around the house so that we're encouraging interaction and we're encouraging that kind of making something together and achieving something together. And so what if, it's a little chocolate bar reward for getting all those pieces together and managing to make that puzzle? So really developing small ways of supporting those relationships being more positive and having those positive interactions, but also being mindful that actually all families, irrespective of neurodevelopmental differences, will have issues with siblings at some point or another, and it's just about doing the best we can.